What's up guys, welcome back to another Funky Attempts video. Not doing taste testing, not doing unboxing today. We are going to be doing the video we had talked about a few weeks ago, a month or two, about Avatar, the video game. That's right. Game, not review, what do we call this? Opinion? Speculation, I guess you could say. First and foremost, sorry for no video last week. I'm stupid busy. I literally go from work to homework. And now one of my classes has started doing a group project, so I've been doing that on the weekends too. So I literally just got home. It's 7 p.m. like on the dot right now, Saturday. So I got nothing else to do for the rest of the night, which is nice. I'm busy tomorrow. And then more work, so it's been busy. So I apologize. And I know last week, I don't know if you guys saw last week, but last week was my first video that I used my computer for, and I was able to put like some music in the background, a little ambiance, and a small outro, which I thought was pretty nice. So I'm gonna see if I can do it again with today's. I'm not gonna be able to do really any editing because I don't have time for it. It's 7 p.m. I'm tired. But tomorrow's first day of October, so I got where is it? I just got Luigi's Mansion 3, so we can play a little spooky game October. But anyways, let's talk about Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. That is the new Avatar. And not Avatar, Last Airbender Avatar, but Avatar Blue Cat people. the one where there's two movies. When the second one came out, actually, when it got announced, I just didn't care. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. Avatar. I didn't really care for the first one, so I was like, whatever. Second one is coming out, cool. Don't have any tickets for it. Don't really care. My wife was like, oh yeah, I want to watch it. I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, I mean, it'll probably be fun. So we ended up going to watch it the Friday. So, movies come out Thursday night, but we saw it Friday night, and I fell in love with Avatar 2. Saw it Friday night, saw it Saturday night in IMAX, then saw it again Sunday morning. 3 times. Saw it literally every day of the weekend. That's not all. I think the next week. So that came out in December. So I know sometime on my Christmas break from school and work, my wife and I took her mom and her younger brother Danny to watch it in 4D, which just means the seats are shaking around. It's super intense, and it was so cool. And then I watched it again, regular standard showing with my dad. And so I saw it 5 times in theaters. I absolutely love Avatar. After watching it the first time, I was like, I just need more Avatar. But right now, the only Avatar stuff you can do is first movie and second movie, and that's it. I was like, I need more. And okay, yeah, there was, with the second movie, they released a few Avatar toys. I'm like, that's cool, but I don't really want. They released Avatar Pops, which I want to get, and Avatar Legos, which I have all but one set. I thought those were super cool. But that was it. I was like, I just want something Avatar now. So I started googling, YouTubing, and I found out there was a Avatar video game on the phone. I was like, so I'm gonna look for it, and it wasn't there. And it turned out it was. I think it was literally delisted 6 months prior, so summer of 2022, I think. Maybe a little bit before that, but I was like, just missed it. Also, while looking for that, I found out there was another Avatar game for the phone, but it's not coming out, it's not out yet. And it's kind of mobile games, phone games, they're fun for a time being, but it's just not the same. But I was like, I'll take it, sure. But then I forgot. I remember seeing this game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, announced at like E3. I'm sorry, my nose. I have a scab in my nose. I swear it's not a booger, but it is so itchy. Anyway, there was I don't think it had a title, but I just knew there's an Avatar game coming out. I don't even remember when it was announced. Summer 2018, summer 2019. I think summer 2019. It might be even summer 2020. Anyway, I knew there was an Avatar game coming, but at the time I was like, don't care. It's Avatar. At that time, there's only one movie. I was like, I didn't like the movie. I might get the game if it's on sale, but I'm not like Avatar. But then once I saw the second one, I was like, Avatar. Where's the game? And at the time, it had no release date. It had like nothing. It just one trailer that was like 2 minutes long, and that was it. No release date, no nothing. I was like losing my mind because all I wanted to do was play it. I just wanted to know when it was coming out. Well, this past summer during Summer Games Fest, it finally got a release date of December 7th. December 7th, and it's coming out on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, as well as PC. I'm stoked for it. I cannot wait to play it. I lost my train of thought. I have it pulled up here on Amazon just so I can refer back to it. So I was gonna try and use Amazon's website as some details I could tell you guys, but honestly, they didn't have much. Just so it's called Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. You can see the Western Frontier, which is never before seen content of Pandora, which only Pandora we've seen has been in 2 movies. So you play as this female Na'vi. Maybe if I just Google, let's see Avatar French. I know this is super professional, but we're not editing anything, so we're fine. Let's go to the website, because the character, she has a name. It's not like a custom owned character or anything. You play as a selected character. Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. Kind of. It doesn't say her name. I know she has a name, but I don't see it anywhere. Weird. Now I'm kind of doubting if she has a name. But so you're playing as this Na'vi, right? Who, when she was a child, she was abducted by the RDA, which is the human military in the universe, and she was trained military by them. So they pretty much kidnapped her and made her a child warrior, taught her to use the guns, all the human tools. Because when the humans and Na'vi fight, the Na'vis use like bows and spears, and the humans just use guns and mechs. Well, she was trained in the guns, like her and some other kids. So the humans were making their own like Na'vi army, pretty much. 15. I want to say again, I'm on their website, and honestly, it doesn't have much info on it. I want to say I should have watched the trailer. I thought I could just Google it and be like, boom, all the info I need. This Na'vi female character, I think she got locked in prison. I think they just decided to put all the Na'vi in like some prison camp. Either that or cryo freeze. It's one of the two. But regardless, she was unable to do anything for 15 years. When she was rescued, wherever she was, I think she was just in a military prison. But that military prison was freed by another Na'vi, so her military Na'vi group were rescued and set free by Na'vi. So okay, cool. She's with her own people, but she pretty much grew up with the RDA and 15 years later she got freed. So that's like she's probably gonna be like 25-ish in the game. So I'm 26 right now, so that's pretty much her whole life. Just I love this headset, but man, it does some weird things. I think it's like me. I rewatched the video last week, and it looked like nothing really had changed. Dumb. Anyways, so I'm 26. All I get my headset just making these sounds. I hope you guys can still hear me. If not, waste my time. 11-minute mark. I'm gonna check. Anyways, back to the point. 26. So that's like my whole life, where I was raised with people who weren't mine, and boom, and now I'm with my people. I'm like, whoa. And how how the Na'vi are more like tribal, and they have their families, and they're not going to be as accepting to bring her in, but over time she's going to prove herself to these tribes and like, have them teach her. Like in the second movie, spoilers if you haven't seen it, which that's your mistake, go watch it. How Jake and his family came from like the trees and went to the ocean Na'vi, and they taught them the ways of the water. That's more or less going to be like what's happening in the game. Like you're going to see these different tribes, and you're going to learn their ways of like survival and accept who you are, and like find your place with your people, which is really cool. The game looks fantastic. When you're playing, it's gonna be like first person, so you're gonna see through the character's eyes, and you're gonna be able to use human weapons and Na'vi weapons. So you can switch between like a gun, machine, to like a bow and arrow. It's gonna be super cool. I am stoked for it, and honestly, it's potentially my most anticipated game this year. Like I'm really excited for Spider-Man. I'm really excited for there's like 2 Mario games coming out this year. I'm like, it's a good year for gaming. But Avatar, December 7th. Usually December, not many games come out, so December 7th is kind of like around the time of the cutoff where games do come out. So this could potentially be like one of the last games this year. So it's not got a lot riding on its shoulders for that, but this is why I'm concerned. I should have led with this at the beginning. This is why I believe that my most anticipated game, one of my most anticipated games of the year, potentially could be one of the worst games this year. It is merely because of who's making it. Ubisoft. Oh, who's Ubisoft? Now, I know. If you're not watching this, if you're watching this just so support me or watch me talk, you might not even know really video games. Like, what? Like, I'm just here for Avatar. I'm a video game aficionado. I know the games, and I know who makes the games. I know who's good, and I know who's not good. I know who's in the middle. And that's where Ubisoft is, right in the middle. Now, a few games for the people who don't play but may have played before. Ubisoft has made Assassin's Creed, Rayman, The Rabbids, what else have they made? Prince of Persia, Far Cry, that's the other game. Far Cry, The Division, any Tom Clancy game, so Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell. That's all I can think of. They're everywhere. Like Rainbow Six. Ubisoft has made so many games, and the thing is, they make a lot of money. You won't know if you don't know Ubisoft and just watch their marketing. You're gonna be sold. I mean, Far Cry 6, the main bad guy was John Esposito. I think it's how you say his name. It's the guy from Breaking Bad, and he's also in The Mandalorian and Star Wars. So if you Giancarlo Esposito, something like that, phenomenal. He's one of top tier actors. Like, he's a great dude, amazing. He's the main bad guy in Far Cry 6. He was in all like the promotional videos. The game looks really good. You know, if you don't know, if you like Far Cry 6 is your first Far Cry, you're gonna be like, this is incredible. This game looks phenomenal. It's got this guy in it. It's the story. Oh my gosh, like what is going on? It's so good. Until you learn how Ubisoft is. Ubisoft is phenomenal at recycling what they have. Far Cry 6, right? So there's really started technically with Far Cry 3, I think. I think Far Cry 3 was the first of this type. So Far Cry 2, similar, but it had enough differences to kind of stand on its own. But Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, and Far Cry 6 are more or less the same game. You know? Okay, so in those little series I said, there's also, so let's put like the main timeline I said, like Far Cry 3 through Far Cry 6 up here. Down here, there's also, I call them sub games. They're, so you know, full price $60 game, Far Cry 3 through Far Cry 6, and then cheaper like $30, $40 games here, which you got Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Far Cry New Dawn, and I guess that's it. Only two. I thought there's I think there's a third Far Cry of the sub series. I can't remember. And out of these little sub series, out of the two I just listed, Blood Dragon's on its own amazing. Anything Far Cry 3, I highly recommend. Far Cry 3, best Far Cry. Far Cry 3 amazing. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, stupid good. They're all super good. But the thing is, they're exactly the same. They play exactly the same. They have the same exact mechanics. The main difference is location. Far Cry 3 takes place on like pirate islands. Far Cry 4 takes place like in the mountains. Far Cry 5 takes place in like Kansas. Far Cry 6 takes place in like Cuba, I think. They're great games, but they're so filled with fluff. And by fluff, again, to my non-gamers, is when you got your main story, point A to point B story, but then you got side missions. Side missions are cool, Sometimes side missions can be better than the main mission, where they might tell another story about character, or might just expand the world. But then you just got some fluff where it's like collectibles or delivery missions, or just things you don't want to do unless you want to like do everything the game has to offer. Now, if you want to do everything the game has to offer, you're gonna have a bad time, which sucks because Ubisoft games pack their games full of fluff. Assassin's Creed is another victim of this, where for a while they were doing Assassin's Creed like every year, and the only difference was slightly different story, different location, and different characters, but same gameplay, same mechanics, same fluff. And the fluff is where Ubisoft really fluff and microtransactions, which again, to my non-gamers, microtransactions, if you know what V-Bucks are in Fortnite, that's a microtransaction where you're buying small things with real life money that like you should be unlockable in the game, but nope, you gotta spend $10 to get it. Pardon me while I drink my strawberry sparkling water from Walmart. Not sponsored, but really good. Ubisoft is great. It's just repetitive, and you will usually, just get bored. You'll get bored in just doing the same things over and over and over and over and over. And then new game's coming out, and you'll get excited for it. Actually, next Friday, the new Assassin's Creed comes out. October 5th, Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out. They hooked me. their marketing is so good. I would say their marketing for any game studios is the best. They do the best music, best trailers. They sell their products so freaking good. To the point where, you know, to me, who has been aware of how Ubisoft is for many years now, told, I'm done. Take my money. I want to play Assassin's Creed Mirage now. The thing is, you can see they're doing different things with this Assassin's Creed than they have in the past couple years. So it will be different. I just hope it's good. From what I've seen of Avatar, which is this is where I'd love to insert like some gameplay, but again, not editing, so sorry. It looks just like Far Cry, which is good. Far Cry plays super fun, super explorative, and it's gonna be, man, my headset makes that. I don't know what the sound is my headset's making. Hopefully you can still hear me. I think my mic is coming from my laptop anyway, so maybe it's just going in rest mode. I don't know. So we're just gonna keep on going. The gameplay is gonna be good. I hope the story's good, and I hope it's not filled with stupid fluff. I don't want to have to go collect 10 berries from the Grand Tree 80,000 times. I'll do it once. I have no problem with doing missions that are stupid. You know, go kill 10 wolves and bring back their pelts. Sure. I'll do it. I'll do it once or twice. After the third time, I'm like, dude, like, let me do something fun. Let me go on like a crazy ass mission and have a great time doing this. Let me jump from freaking cliff. Fuck. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to keep it clean, but this game heats me up. I want this to be such a good game. I really wish it wasn't Ubisoft making it. Granted, they are the only ones that make Far Cry, and I get it. It has potential. And I think it's safe to say it's gonna be a good game. I think it's safe to say it will be fun. I think what we should really be worried about is that they do Avatar 2 and see where they take it. Is it just gonna be like a reskin of the same game? Because Nintendo can do that, you know. They kind of did that with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's pretty much the same game. Not gonna lie. Same world. Completely different story. But the world is it's pretty much the same on the base level. I know Tears of the Kingdom has a sky and a bottom, but when you're just in Hyrule, it's the same game. That's fine. That's a beloved series for many, many, many generations. But Avatar doesn't have that. We don't even know all of Pandora, you know? We've only seen 2 movies, and now we're about to see a game. But in the game, you know, that's only gonna be for gamers. I know my in-laws, they love Avatar, but they're not gonna play the game, so they're not going to see if anything only happens in this game. They're not gonna see it unless they show stuff like that in the movies. So I don't know what I want from this game. I guess what I really want is just to exist in Pandora. You know, explore Pandora and have a good time. But I don't want to be like I don't want this game to be like 200 hours a beat. Some games, you know, I can't take my headset off. It's killing my ears. And I mean, the mic's off anyways. You can't hear me. There's some games. God of War Ragnarok. I did an unboxing. It's one of my first. It's not one of my first. In the 2022 videos, I unboxed the collector's edition, and that game took me about 40 hours to beat. And I did everything that game had to offer. It was the best 40 hours in a game, probably ever. Actually, I'm working on my Switch, Pikmin 4. I think I'm about to hit 20 hours in that game. Great time. I can't imagine doing Pikmin 4 for another 20 hours. There's no game really where I want to spend more than like 100 hours max. And 100 is like pushing it to the limit. And I'm worried that Ubisoft is going to do that. They're going to take Avatar and they're going to be like, you know what, there's so much to show in Avatar. There's so much to do in Avatar. We can make this game last forever and ever. Because that's what Ubisoft is so greedy. So greedy. If there's any game coming out with Ubisoft as the developer, just be wary. Also, another thing is their games usually go on sale a couple months afterwards. And not just like, oh, $10 off. Their games can go to half off. Like when Far Cry 6 came out, that came out October 2021. No, yeah, October 2021. A month later, you could buy a $60 game for $20 during Black Friday. I spent $120 on it. Why? Because another thing they do is they have different editions of the game. Let me pull this up real quick because I can do this real fast. And then I'll let you guys go because we're about to hit the 30-minute mark. Again, so if you're not into the whole video game scene, you might not understand why anyone would spend that much on a game. But hear me out. So if you want to buy Avatar, it's $70. That's the base. That's the cheapest you're going to get it for a standard new price. However, there's also the Gold Edition and the Ultimate Edition. Now the Gold, so if you just get it right now, if I pre-order on the PS5 right now, I get the game, the pre-order bonus, which is like a costume and gun camos. I also get a PlayStation exclusive skin, so more costumes, more decoration for my character. If I get the Gold Edition for $110, which is $40 more, I'll get the Season Pass, which is 2 DLCs, which DLCs stand for downloadable content, so that's 2 big expansions, an extra quest, and bonus content. So we don't... Actually, I could probably figure out... In the Ultimate Pack, which is $130, which is $20 more than the Gold, comes with the Ultimate Pack, which... Let's see. Sometimes they say what is in the Gold. Nah, this one doesn't. And then there's also a collector's edition, which means you can get it with a statue, which I currently have that pre-ordered, which I'm considering cancel thanks to my friend at work who was telling me I shouldn't get it. Avatar. Let's see. The collector's edition is $230. Crazy didn't show her name anymore. So, okay. So you get a statue of the hero. I could have sworn they've said her name somewhere. I don't know why they're being so vague. 128-page art book, resistance field notebook, a steel book, amp suit, which is the mech's blueprint, a set of 3 lithographs, and a numbered certificate of authenticity. I can't zoom in the picture. Okay, let's see who she is. It's kind of glowing, but it's kind of cool. But I mean, this is what Ubisoft always does, where they sell, they have a game like this where it's $230. Just for like stuff. Like the only thing cool with that is the statue and steelbook. That's all I care about. I don't care about the art book. I don't care about the little lithograph. Well, if you don't know what that is, that's just like usually the size of something like this. This is not a lithograph. That's like sizes like corner to corner lithograph, and this is just a little Lego bag with a little piece in it. But it's like this size, you know, for my fingertips. It's like a little mini poster, and it's like shiny plastic. So it's good quality, but there's just like some weird sounds outside. I don't care about those, so I'm like, should I spend $220 on a collector's edition where I don't? I mean, it's only like $100 more. I don't know, but like Ubisoft always has like so many different versions of their games. They're greedy. It's frustrating because I want this game to be so good. I want this game to be. It's coming out. Oh my god. I think it's coming out the same day as the Game Awards. The Game Awards this year. Oh, the Game Awards is the same day as the Avatar release day. Why is Avatar coming out on December 7th? It's coming out on Thursday. Weird. So yeah, it comes out same day as the Game Awards. So I mean, I forgot what I was going to say first. It's not going to be a contender for this year's Game Awards. And most games that come out at the end of 2020, at the end of the year, won't be mentioned at the next Game Awards. So I can tell you right now, it's not going to win. I can tell you beforehand, it's not going to win anything. Anything with Ubisoft doesn't really win anything, no matter how beautiful, how fun it is. But yeah, maybe it'll be good. It will be good. It will be good. Just hopefully it won't outstay its welcome, and hopefully it'll be a story worth telling. Because I haven't beat any Far Cry's. Far Cry 3, 4, 5, 6, and the two little other games I mentioned, I haven't beat a single one. I think I came close to beating 3, but that's it. Because there's so much to do in the games, you just get like bored and overloaded, and I don't want that to happen with Avatar, but I'm thinking it will. But yeah, those are my thoughts, my impressions. So hopefully I'm wrong. We'll find out in 2 months, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Everything else this year, great. Spider-Man. So let's see, October 1st. There's a lot of stuff coming in October. I'm getting Spider-Man 2 and Mario Wonder for sure. With those two games are gonna be perfect. But I also want to get Alan Wake 2. Oh, dang it! I'm also getting Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm getting 3 games. But I also want to get Alan Wake 2 in the Metal Gear Solid collection, which I know Alan Wake 2 is gonna be good, and I mean Metal Gear is probably gonna be good too because it's just PS1, PS2 games put on PS5, so can't go wrong with that. Then next month is Mario RPG, Call of Duty, which Persona Tactics. I think there's one more in November. Can't think of it. And then December is just Avatar. So rest of the year is pretty smooth. Just keep an eye out on Avatar. It's either gonna be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. But we'll see what happens. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for hearing me talk about Avatar. Again, my first game. I'm gonna title this one Game. I don't know. I'm gonna think of a title for this. But thanks for coming around. Trying new things with my attempt at videos. So we'll see how this goes. And I'll catch you guys next week, hopefully, in the next video.
Bye.